From Lichfield, I'm joined now by Conservative MP Michael Fabricant, who has supported Donald Trump in the past. Do you support him in both of these controversies, Mr Fabricant, today?
Well, I don't support anyone who refers to a whole nation or a whole group of nations as being, I won't say the word, but that's a broad generalization. But I do support the fact that he's head of state of the United States, he's head of government of the United States, and the United States is a major and important ally of the UK. We're the biggest single investors in the United States, and they're the biggest single investors in us. And, you know, there's a lot of hypocrisy. I mean, you've got Jeremy Corbyn and the Mayor of London both saying they would encourage demonstrations against the visit from Donald Trump, and yet they didn't say that when President Xi of China came. They support other despots around the world, like the president of Venezuela. So, you know, there's a lack of consistency there, actually.
Well, it might be an important relationship, but he doesn't want to come here anymore. So that seems to be now done and dusted.
Well, I think this visit is done and dusted, but I have no doubt that Her Majesty the Queen, the head of state of the United Kingdom, will eventually invite President Trump to visit the United Kingdom, and I'm sure he'll accept, and I hope there won't be mass demonstrations, because they achieve very little.
Well, your hopes aside, there almost certainly will be mass demonstrations. As you say, you have a number of politicians encouraging them, and he's enormously unpopular, isn't he, in the UK? What impact will that have on the special relationship if he comes here and, as is almost certain, there are huge demonstrations against him?
Well, the United Kingdom is always obsessed with the special relationship, and will the special relationship last? Will it be damaged? And so on and so forth. Actually, the special relationship is something just taken as a given in the United States of America. You know, the London embassy is the most important embassy to the US diplomatic service around the world. The United Kingdom is the most important ally of the United States. We share a common heritage. We have the same legal system. Many Brits work in the US. Many Americans work in London and the rest of the UK. And the linkage there is going to last. And of course, it's in the United Kingdom's interest that it lasts as well, because we both benefit by our mutual friendship.
Just a few days after he moved into the White House, Theresa May was over the Atlantic going to Philadelphia to make what critics said was a rather ingratiating speech to Republicans there. Then she went to the White House where her hand was held by the president. She extended this invitation for a head of a state visit to the UK. In return, it seems, for positive noises about a Brexit trade deal. In reflection, was that all rather desperate, do you think? Was it premature? Was it a tactical error by the Prime Minister, do you think?
No, I think he was very, very sensible. As I say, the United States is a very important ally economically of the United Kingdom. It's in the United Kingdom's interest to get on with the US. Look, I, as a Conservative MP, was no great fan of Tony Blair or Gordon Brown. But look, it didn't stop me from being pro-British. And similarly, you know, there are many people in the UK and indeed in the US who think that Trump is not the president that they would have liked. But you know, it goes beyond that. We're not inviting him as head of government. We're inviting him as head of state, if the Queen does that. And by the way, the Prime Minister was in no position to actually invite him on a state visit. Only the head of state can do that, namely the Queen. But it was absolutely the right thing to do. You know, we don't want to see unemployment. We've got very low employment in the UK, unemployment rather, and one of the reasons is because of our trade relationship with the United States and other countries.
I'll have to stop you there. Thank you very much. We'll wait to see if that state visit ever actually